Hello students, good morning. Today I am going to discuss class 9th mathematics. In this class we will discuss the next concept, that is the irrational number. Irrational number. So these irrational numbers is denoted by the symbol q bar. Usually we are denoting the rational numbers with the help of q. Irrational numbers we are denoting with the symbol q bar. Okay, so this is the rational number and this one is the irrational number. Then what is the meaning of irrational number? How you can define the irrational number? As you all know that the rational numbers, what is the definition of rational numbers? The numbers which can be represented in the form of p by q or a by b or c by d. In that p and q are integers where q is not equal to 0. It means the denominator of the fraction, it is not equal to 0. So this is the definition of rational numbers. A rational number is the number it is represent in the form of p by q where q is not equal to 0, and p and q are the any integers, whether it may be positive integers or negative integers. Now come to the concept of irrational numbers. If we are representing the rational numbers in the form of p by q, means the irrational numbers we cannot be represent in the form of p by q. So how you can define the irrational number? The numbers which cannot be represent. We cannot represent in the form of p by q, where p and q is again integers and q is not equal to 0. We cannot represent the irrational numbers in the form of the p by q. So these type of the numbers are called as irrational numbers. Okay, so take some examples for irrational numbers. First one, all non-perfect square numbers. All non-perfect square roots are irrational. What is the meaning of this statement? All non-perfect square, root 1, root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8. Here you are having some perfect square numbers. Okay, what is the square root of 1? 1. Square root of 1 is 1. We cannot write exact number of square root of 2. Square root of 3, square root of 4 is 2, square root of 5, 6, 7, 8. So non-perfect squares, 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8. So these type of the numbers are the examples for irrational number. Okay, the non-perfect square, all non-perfect square. Root 9 is the rational number, because what is the value of root 9? 3. 3 can be represented in the form of rational number. 3 by 1, 2 by 1, 1 by 1. Okay, so all the perfect squares are rational numbers. All the non-perfect square, other than perfect squares numbers, for example 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, these are the square numbers, right? Square of 1, square of 2, square of 3, square of 4, 5, 6, 7. So other than these numbers, all the numbers are considered as a irrational number. Okay, so all non-perfect square roots are irrational number. Next one, second one, all non-perfect cube roots are irrational number. So all non-perfect cube roots, cube root of 1, cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 4, cube root of 5, next cube root of 8. Listen here, you already studied in the previous classes square and square roots, cube and cube roots. What is the cube of 1 cube value is 1, 2 cube value is 8, 3 cube value is, we need to multiply 3 times. Cube means we need to multiply the given number 3 times. Okay, so 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. 5 cube is 125, 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125. Okay, so other than these numbers, here cube root of 1 is 1, we can represent in the form of rational number 1 by 1, because we already know that the denominator of any number is always 1. Cube root of 8 is 2. Cube root of 8 is 2, right? So 2 by 1, it is in the form of rational number. It is in the form of rational number. So cube root of 8 is also a rational number. Other than these numbers, other than non-perfect, other than perfect cube roots, perfect cube roots are considered as rational numbers. Non-perfect cube roots are considered as irrational numbers. Okay, next, third one, all non-terminating and non-recurring. All non-terminating and non-recurring, it means if I am writing 0.2222, this dotted points indicates it is a recurring number, whether it is recurring in the single digit or it repeats in the single digit or in the length of digits or period of digit. We already discussed in the previous classes, right? 0.45, here 5 is repeated, this bar indicates, the bar line indicates the 5 will be repeated in the next sequential. Okay, next sixth one, 0.2525, here 2525 repeat in the next sequential order. So these type of the non-terminating and non-recurring numbers are called as irrational numbers. These are also examples for irrational number. And one more important, the fourth one is pi is irrational. Pi is irrational. Pi is an irrational number. What is the value of pi? 22 by 7. 22 by 7 is a rational number. 22 by 7 is the rational number, but pi value is irrational number, because when we are finding the value of 22 by 7, we are getting 3.14 and so on. Even we are calculating million of terms, we can, the number will not be terminates. It means 22 will not completely divisible by 7. Okay, so pi is also irrational number. So these are the some examples for irrational number. Now Rational numbers, in the rational numbers, we already discussed some basic concept. Just recall that basic concept. It will help in the next concept. For example, all the rational numbers, when we are converting to its simplest form, its co-primes are, the numerator and denominators are the co-primes. It means it has the HCF of 1. For example, if I am taking 4 by 6, whether it is example for rational number or irrational number, no, just convert it to its simplest form. 2 2s are 2 3s are 2 by 3. Now, what are the factors of 2 and 3? Factors of 2 is 1 and 2. Factors of 3 is 1 and 3. Is there any common factor here? Yes, 1 is the common factor. So, if any two numbers having 1 as the common factor or HCF of that two numbers is 1, then we call it as the two numbers are co-prime numbers. Okay. So, in the rational number, the numerator and denominators are co-prime numbers. In the irrational numbers, these numbers are not co-primes. It means we have one more factor that is other than 1. Okay. Next, one more concept. Now we will discuss the next concepts, that is finding of rational numbers and irrational numbers. In previous sessions, we already discussed how we can find the rational numbers between any two given numbers. We already know that we can write infinite number of rational numbers between any two given numbers. If I am giving 2 and 3, in between 2 and 3, I can write infinite number, uncountable number of rational numbers can be right in between 2 and 3, right? So, the next concept is finding rational and irrational numbers. Rational and irrational numbers. While we are finding the rational and irrational numbers, if A and B are positive numbers, such that if A and B are positive numbers, their product A into B is not perfect square, then how we can going to find the rational numbers and irrational numbers? Finding rational and irrational number. Finding rational and irrational number. If A and B are positive integers, the product of A and B is not a perfect square, then rational numbers is equal to rational number which is equal to A plus B divided by 2, and irrational number which is equal to root of A into B. We are using these two formula to finding the rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, let's take some examples. First one, write the rational and irrational numbers. Write the rational and irrational numbers between 3 and 5. Between 3 and 5. We need to write one rational numbers. We need to write one rational number and one irrational number between 3 and 5. Okay. So, how we can find the rational numbers and irrational numbers? Before finding rational numbers and irrational numbers, first we need to multiply, finding the product of the two given numbers. A into B, it means 3 into 5. 3 into 5, which is equal to 15. Whether 15 is it perfect square number? No. So, 15 is non-perfect square. 15 is non-perfect square. 15 is non-perfect square. Okay. So, if 15 is non-perfect square means we can easily find the rational numbers and irrational numbers. required rational numbers is equal to, what is that formula? A plus b divided by 2. Here A means 3 and B means 5. So 3 plus 5 divided by 2, which is nothing but 8 divided by 2, that is equal to 4. Next one, required irrational number. So irrational numbers, how you can find the irrational numbers? A into b, square root of a into b. Root of a means 3, b means 5. So root 15. Therefore required rational and irrational numbers are 4 and root 15. 4 and root 15. Okay. Next one. See the second question. Find the two irrational numbers between 3 and 7. Find the two irrational numbers. You need to find only two irrational numbers between 3 and 7. Second one, find two irrational number between 3 and 7. So find the two irrational numbers. Before finding rational or irrational, first you need to multiply a and b. It means 3 and 7. So multiply that two numbers. 3 into 7, which is equal to 21. Here 21 is not a perfect square. Is not a perfect square. Is not a perfect square. So 21 is not a perfect square number. If it is not perfect square number, then we can easily find the irrational numbers existing between 3 and 5. So one irrational number between 3 and 7 is equal to root of 3 into 7, which is equal to root 21. So root 21 is the one irrational number. Next one, another irrational number between 3 and, once we are getting already one rational number, we already know, that is root 21. So 3 and root 21. 3 and root 21. So multiply these two. 3 into root 21. 3 into root 21. We need to multiply that too. So what you will get here? The two required rational numbers are required irrational numbers are, first one root 21 and second one root of 3 root 21. 3 into root 21. If I need one more irrational number, means you need to multiply 3 into 3 and 3 into root 21. Root of 3 into root 21. Then you will get the third irrational number. Like this, we will find the irrational numbers between any two numbers. One more method is there to finding the irrational numbers between any two given numbers. Consider the same question. What are the two given numbers? 3 and 7. Right? So 3 and 7 are the two given numbers. For these numbers, we need to write the at least two irrational numbers. So what is the square of 3 square is 3 is a square. 3 is equal to square root of 9. It means the square of 3 is equal to 9. Right? So similarly write the square of 7. square of 7 is 49. It means square root of 49 is nothing but 7. Now you can write the rational numbers. You can write the irrational numbers between these two numbers. So root 9. Is it root 9 is a irrational number? No, because it has a perfect square number. Other than this one, just we are not considering the 9. Next, write that next number. 10, 11, 12. We can write up to 49. Here 49 is also rational number. Other than non-perfect square, what the numbers which is existing between root 9 and root 49, all are the irrational numbers. Okay, so this is the one more method to finding the irrational numbers. Next one, see the next question. State whether the following numbers are rational or not. Here some questions are given. We need to find whether the given questions is rational or not. The rational numbers is always in the form of P by Q, but irrational numbers we cannot be represent in the form of P by Q. Okay, see the next question. First one, 2 plus root 2 whole square. Second one, 3 minus root 3 square. Third one, 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. Okay, next, fourth one, root 3 minus root 2 whole square. Fifth one, 3 divided by 2 root 2 whole square. And sixth one, root 7 divided by 6 root 2 whole square. So these numbers you need to classify whether the following numbers are irrational numbers or rational numbers. Simplify the given numbers first. 2 plus root 2 whole square, it is in the form of a plus b whole square. So split in the form of a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is nothing but a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 2 square plus 2 into root 2 plus root 2 whole square. So how you can write this one? 2 square is 4, 2 2s are 4 root 2 plus square and root get cancelled, remaining 2. It means 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 4 root 2. So this is rational number or irrational number? Irrational number. Irrational number. Okay. Why? Because here root 2 is multiplied with a rational number. Root 2 is multiplied with a rational number 4. Next one, find this one, a minus b. 3 minus root 2 whole square means it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So 3 square minus 2 into 3 into 2 into 3 into root 3 plus root 3 whole square. 3 square is 9 minus 2 3s are 6 root 3 plus square and root get cancelled, remaining 3, which is equal to 9 plus 3 is 12 minus 6 root 3. So again this one is also irrational number. Irrational number. Okay. Next, see the third one. 5 plus root 5, 5 minus root 5. Is there any identity similar to this form, this question? A plus b, a minus b, a plus b, into a minus b. It's nothing but a square minus b square. So how you can write this one? 5 square minus root 5 whole square. 5 square becomes 25 minus square and root get cancelled. The remaining value is 5. Therefore 25 minus 5 is 20. So 20 is a rational number or irrational number? Rational number, because we can represent in the form of p by q. The denominator of the 20 is always 1. Okay, so 20 is a rational number. See the next question. Root 3 minus root 2. Again it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So root 3 whole square minus 2 into root 3 into root 2 into plus root 2 whole square. Square and root get cancelled, remaining 3 minus 2 into root 3 into root 2, 2 root 6 plus again square and root get cancelled, remaining 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 2 root 6. This is rational number or irrational number? Irrational number. Irrational number. Next, fifth one. See the fifth question. 3 square. We are taking whole square here. 3 square divided by 2 root 2 whole square. 3 square is 9. 3 square is 9. 2 square is 4. Square and root get cancelled, remaining 2. It means 9 divided by 8. So this is the purely rational number. Rational number, because it is in the form of p by q. See the next question. Root 7 whole square divided by 6 root 2 whole square. Square and root get cancelled, divided by remaining 7 divided by 6 square is 36 into square and root get cancelled, remaining 2. That is nothing but a 7 by 72. 7 by 72. 36 2s are 72. So these are the some examples where finding the given numbers is rational number or irrational number. Okay. See the next question. Find the squares of. Find the squares of. Here some questions are given. You need to find the squares of that given number. First square the given number, you will get some results. Okay. See the next first question. Find the squares of first one. 3 root 5 divided by 5. Second one. Root 3 plus root 2. Third one. Root 5 divided by root 5 minus 2. Fourth one. Three plus 2 root 5. So these are the given numbers. We need to find the squares of these numbers. It means we are taking squares. Square means we need to multiply the given number 2 times. First one. 3 square is 9. 3 square is 9. Square and root get cancelled, remaining 5. 5 square is 25. 5 ones are 5 5s are. What you will get remaining? 9 by 5. Second one. Root 3 plus root 2. It is in the form of a plus b whole square. So root 3 whole square plus 2 into root 3 into root 2 plus root 2 whole square. Square and root get cancelled, remaining 3. 2 into root 3 into root 2 plus 2 root 6 plus square and root get cancelled, remaining 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 2 root 6. Next one. Root 5 minus 2. Root 5 minus 2 is in the form of a minus b whole squares. So split the given numbers. root 5 whole square minus 2 into root 5 into 2 plus 2 square. So square and root get cancelled, remaining 5 minus 2 to the 4 root 5 plus 4. 2 square is 4. So what you will get that final answer? 5 plus 4 is 9 minus 4 root 5. Similarly, find the last question, fourth one. 3 plus 2 root 5 whole square. Again it is in the form of a plus b whole square. So 3 square plus 2 into 3 into 2 root 5 plus 2 root 5 whole square. So 3 square is 9, 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, right? Plus 12 into root 5 plus 2 square is 4, square and root get cancelled, 2 square is 4, square and root get cancelled, remaining 5. So 4 5s are 20. What you will get the final answer? 20 plus 9 is 29 plus 12 root 5. 29 plus 12 root 5. So these are the some examples we are finding by taking their squares. Okay. Next one. Now we will discuss some key points on irrational numbers. So see the first question, first point. So these points are very important in irrational numbers concept. For any two positive rational numbers x and y, if x and y are irrational numbers, for any two positive rational numbers x and y, if root x and root y are irrational numbers, then if I am taking x and y are positive rational numbers, then square root of x and square root of y are irrational numbers, then root of x is greater than root of y, means it indicates it is always equal to x is always greater than y. The value of square root of x is greater than, the root of x is greater than root of y, then the value of x and y is in the form of x is always greater than y. The converse of that one is x is root of x is less than root of y, then x is always less than y. X is always less than y. Okay. For example, here I will take one examples for this one. 4 and 9 are rational numbers. I am taking 4 and 9 are the positive rational numbers, right? So what is the square root of 4 here? Square root of 4 and square root of 9. Square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3. So square root of 9, which is always greater than square root of 4, their square root values also 3 is greater than 2. It means root x is less than root y, it indicates root 4 is less than root 9. Okay. Next one. See the second condition. Second condition is a plus b root x, which is equal to c plus d root x. In that, it implies that it means a is equal to c and b is equal to d. If the numbers are in the form of, for example, 5 a root 3, 5 minus a root 3, which is equal to b minus 2 root 3. Here, in the place of b, what is that value? B is equal to 5. What we are considering here? A is equal to C, B is equal to D, right? So according to the statement or according to the condition, B is equal to 5 and A is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. Okay, so this is the second property. Third one, negative of an irrational number is always irrational. So negative of an irrational number is always irrational. Next, fourth one, sum of the rational numbers and irrational numbers is always irrational. If I am taking the sum of rational number and irrational number, the sum is always in the form of irrational number only. This is already told you, right? The product or the sum or the sum of the rational number and irrational number, or product of rational number and irrational number, or the subtraction of rational numbers and irrational numbers, or the division of the rational numbers or irrational numbers, it is always in the irrational number only. Okay, next one. See the next property, the product of non-zero rational numbers. The product of non-zero rational numbers and irrational numbers is always irrational number. It means 2 root 2 is a irrational number. 2 root 2 is a irrational number. Here you are observing 2 is a rational number and root 2 is a irrational number. The sum of these two rational numbers and irrational number is irrational number. 2 is a rational number and root 2 is a irrational number. The product of these two is always again irrational number. Next one. But these conditions will not be satisfied in some cases. For example, 2 root 4. Yes. 2 is a rational number. But the square root of 4 is not a irrational number. This is not a irrational number. What is the square root of 4? 2. 2 into 2 is nothing but a 4. 4 is again rational number only. Okay. Next, see the next one. The sum of two irrational numbers. The sum of two irrational numbers may be rational or irrational. Now, we will discuss these 2 points. The sum of two irrational numbers. The sum of two irrational numbers. It may be rational or irrational also. In some conditions, it may be rational. In some conditions, it may be irrational also. For example, first one, 6 plus root 2 plus 5 minus root 2. Second one, root 5 plus 2 plus root 3 plus 2. So what is that condition? The sum of two irrational numbers. The sum of two irrational numbers. These two are the irrational numbers. No, the sum of two irrational numbers is, it may be rational number or irrational number. So find the sum of these two and what you will get the result, whether you are getting a rational number or irrational number. 6 plus root 2 plus 5 minus root 2. Plus root 2 and minus root 2 get cancelled. Remaining 6 plus 5 is 11. 11, is it rational number or irrational number? It is a rational number. It's a rational number. Next, see the second one. Root 5 plus 2 plus root 3 plus 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4 plus root 5 plus root 3. We cannot add these two. We can multiply root 5 and root 3, but we cannot add these two because These are the different bases. Okay, so this is rational number or irrational number? Irrational number. Irrational number. It means the sum of any two irrational numbers, it may be rational number or irrational number. Okay, next one. See the next condition. The product of two irrational numbers. The product of two irrational numbers may be rational or irrational number. For example, 5 minus root 2 into 5 plus root 2. Second one, 2 plus root 5 into 6 plus root 3. So what is that condition? The product of two irrational numbers, it may be rational number or irrational number. When we are multiplying two irrational numbers, we can get rational numbers or irrational numbers. We will get either rational numbers or irrational numbers. See the first question, 5 minus root 2 into 5 plus root 2. It is in the form of is a plus b into a minus b, or a minus b into a plus b. How can I write this one? 5 square minus root 2 whole square. So 5 square is 25, square and root get cancelled, remaining 2, that is equal to 23. So 23 is a purely rational number. The denominator of 23 is 1, so it is in the form of p by q. Therefore 23 is a rational number. Next one, 2 plus root 5 into 6 plus root 3. Here we need to multiply individual terms. 2 into 6 is first term to first term 12 plus 2 into root 3 2 root 3 plus 6 into root 5 6 root 5 plus root 5 into root 3 root 15. Check it. The final answer 12 plus 2 root 3 plus 6 root 5 plus root 15. We cannot add these, so write as it is 2 root 3 6 root 5 plus 15, because their orders are same but bases are different. We cannot add that. So the final result is in the form of irrational number. It means it concludes that the product of the two irrational numbers, it may be rational number or irrational number. Okay, next one. See the next question, next statement, that is the differences of two irrational number. The differences of two irrational numbers may be rational or irrational. 9 minus root 5 minus 4 minus root 5. Second one, 9 minus root 6 5 minus root 3. Okay, 9 minus root 5 minus into plus minus 4 minus into minus plus root 5. So plus root 5 minus root 5 get cancelled, remaining 9 minus 4 is 5. So 5 is a rational number. 5 is a rational number. Similarly calculate this one. 9 minus root 6 plus into minus 5 minus into minus plus root 3. So 9 minus 5 is 4 minus root 6 plus root 3. We cannot add or we cannot subtract, and the bases are different. Okay, so this is a irrational number. Irrational number. So all these examples, we conclude that the sum or product or differences of any two rational numbers, the sum or product or differences of any two irrational numbers, it may be rational number or irrational number. In some conditions we are getting rational number, and in some conditions we are getting irrational numbers. Okay, see the next question. Which of the following is greater? Which of the following is greater? Here two irrational numbers are given. You need to identify the smallest irrational number and greatest irrational number. It means you are comparing the irrational numbers. One more thing, once you will compare the two irrational numbers, you can write in the ascending form or in descending form. Ascending form means smaller to larger, descending form means larger to smaller. So before arranging the irrational numbers, first you need to compare that given irrational numbers. Once you will compare, then you can arrange that given numbers in rational number in ascending order or in the descending order. Okay, see the first question, 3 root 5 and 4 root 3. Next one, 2 cube root of 5 and 3 cube root of 5. Okay, so these are the some given questions. So two questions are given. You need to identify which one is the greater here. Square means the power of square is 2. Cube root means the power of cube root is 3. Right? So 3 root 5. I can write this one, root of 3 square into 5. And what is that another number? Root of 4 square. When we are taking this number in the interior part of the square root, the 3 becomes 3 square. Listen here. 9 is the square root. How you can write this one? 9, 3 square. Right? Or you can take one more example, 27. How you can write this 27? 27 can be written as 9 into 3. 9 can be written as 3 square into 2. So square and root get cancelled, means what you will take? 3 outside, 3 comes outside, the remaining is 3. Root 3 is nothing but a 27. Like that, once we are taking the rational number in the interior part of the square root, the power is included on the top of the numbers. If it is in the square means we are multiplying 2 times. If it is in the order of the radicals is 3 means we are multiplying the same number with 3 times. Okay. So 3 square is 9 into 5. And this one is, remaining one number is there here, 4 square into 3. So 4 square is 16 into 3. What you will get the final answer? 4 5s are, sorry, 9 5s are 45 and 16 3s are 48. So which one is the greatest number here? Root 48 is greater than root 45. Root 48 which is greater than root 45. So once we compare the given numbers, we can rearrange in the ascending order or in the descending order. So how we can rearrange the numbers in ascending order? It is already in the ascending form only. Root 45, it is less than root 48. Okay, so it is already in the ascending form. And descending form, how you can write the descending form? Descending form is root 48 which is greater than root 45. So this is the ascending form, and this is the ascending form, and this one is the descending form. Okay, next one, compare the next two given numbers and find which one is the greatest here. How you can write this one? What is the order of the given radical here? 3. So 2 cube into 5 and root of 3 cube into 5. 2 cube is 8. 8 into 5, 2 cube is, it means you need to multiply 2 3 times. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40, 3 3s are 3 multiply 3 times, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 27 into 5. 27 into 5, multiply this to 40, root 40, 27 into 5, 5 7s are 35, carry 3, 100 and 5 7s are 35, carry 3, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 3 is 35. So which is the greatest number here? Which one is the greatest number? This is the greatest number. Okay, so these are the some examples. Next one, see the next question. I'll take some examples based on these only. We're comparing some more examples. Once we will compare the numbers, we can rearrange that numbers in the ascending order or in descending orders. Okay, take two more examples here. The first one is cube root of 2 and root 3. Second one, cube root of 4 and root 5. Okay, here two questions are given, both are irrational numbers only and having the different powers. We need to compare the given numbers, right? In the previous questions, in last two questions, we are comparing the two given irrational numbers. It has the same indices or powers. The powers of that two irrational numbers are same. So, but here the power of the first irrational number is entirely different from the second one. It means the power of the first irrational number is 3 and the power of the second irrational number is 2. This is cube root and this is square root. In these conditions, we need to first compare the indices or powers of the given irrational numbers. First, we make the like fractions. We are converting that the given radicals are given irrational numbers. The powers of that irrational numbers, we are making it as a like fractions by taking the LCM of that powers. Once we convert their powers as a like fractions, after that only we will convert or we will compare the given number is greater or smaller. Let's see how you can solve this one. First one, 3 root cube root of 2 and root 3. Root of nth root of a, it can be write it as a raised to 1 divided by n, a raised to 1 divided by n. So similarly, how you can write this one? 2 raised to 1 divided by 3, and this one 3 raised to 1 divided by 2, means this is the cube root and this one is the square root. Square root is always 1 by 2 and cube root is always 1 by 3. Now just observe the powers of 2 and 3. The power of 2 is 1 by 3 and the power of 3 is 1 by 2. 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 are the two powers of 2 and 3 respectively, right? So these are the two powers, their denominators are different. In these types, we need to first find the LCM. With the help of the LCM, we are comparing, we are converting two fractions as a like fraction. So what is the LCM of? LCM of 3 and 2. We need to take the LCM of denominators, right? So 3 and 2 are in the place of denominator. So what is the LCM of 3 and 2? 6. So LCM is 6 means 1 by 3. I can write this 1 by 3. LCM is 6. What you need to multiply here? 2. So 1 into 2 is 2. Next one. The power of this one is 1 by 2 and LCM is already 6. So what we need to multiply here? 3. 3 ones are 3. Right? Now 2 raised to 2 raised to 2 by 6 and 3 by 6. 2 by 6 and 3 by 6 are like fractions here. So we are converting the two fractions as like fractions because they have same denominators. Now how you can write this one? 2 raised to 1 by 3 can also be written as 2 raised to 2 by 6, and this one 3 raised to 3 by 6. Now 2 raised to 2 by 6 can be written as 2 square. This numerator we are taking it as a power 2 raised to 2 whole raised to 1 by 6, and this one 3 raised to 3 whole raised to 1 by 6. Again the fractions are like fractions only, no, 1 by 6 and 1 by 6. So 2 square is 4 raised to 1 by 6, and 3 cube is 27 raised to 1 by 6. So which one is greater here, 4 or 27? Which one is greater? 27 is greater than 4. 27 is greater than 4. Therefore root 4 raised to the power of 1 by 6, which is less than 27 raised to the power of 1 by 6. Okay, so 27 raised to the power 1 by 6 is greater than 4 raised to the power 1 by 6. Like similarly, you can solve this one question. What is that question? Cube root of 4 and square root of 5. Okay, like that only you will solve this one. Next concept is, come to the next concept, that is real numbers. Real numbers. Real numbers. So real numbers means purely, already told in the first class, real numbers is the combination of rational numbers. It's a combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. It is a combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. It means real numbers, which is always equal to the union of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Union set you already studied in the previous classes, no? So union set means we are combining all the numbers of belonging to rational numbers and irrational numbers. So real numbers means the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, next one. All the rational numbers are real numbers. All the irrational numbers are real numbers. But all the real numbers are both rational numbers and irrational numbers. All the rational numbers are real numbers. All the irrational numbers is also belonging to the real numbers. But some of the real numbers are rational number and some of the real numbers are irrational number. So here real number is act like a universal set. Okay, we are classifying the real number as two types. That first one is a rational number and second one is a irrational number. So it is entirely the combined form of the rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about surds or radicals, and we will rationalize some denominators, and we will simplify some problems based on the rationalization of the denominator. Until then, be happy, have a nice day. Thank you for watching video.